I'm standing in the hallway where the light begins to fail, watching the afternoon turn a sickly shade of pale. The lamp on the table casts a long and lonely line. I'm looking for your silhouette to tangle up with mine, but there's a gap in the darkness, a hole in the floor where your presence used to guard the entry to the door. I try to move away, but I'm tethered to the spot, tied to the ghost of every promise you forgot. Even the sun is tired of trying to warm this room. Everything's a weapon, everything's a tomb. I look down at my feet and I see the jagged edge, a lonely figure standing on a mental window ledge. I'm just a broken shadow dancing on the wall, waiting for the night to finally let me fall. Half of me is missing, the other half is blue, trying to find the shape of a life without you. You took the light away and left the outline of the pain. Now I'm just a silhouette dissolving in the rain. It's a cinematic hollow, a bitter kind of glow. I'm a broken shadow with nowhere left to go. The sorry tone of the city starts to rise, but I'm seeing through the filter of these heavy, tired eyes. I see you in the corners, I see you in the dark, but when I reach to touch you, there's never any spark. Just a cold vibration, a digital regret, the saddest kind of movie that hasn't ended yet. I'm tracing the wallpaper, I'm tracing the mess, wearing the weight of this empty black dress. I'm just a broken shadow dancing on the wall, waiting for the night to finally let me fall. Half of me is missing, the other half is blue, trying to find the shape of a life without you. You took the light away and left the outline of the pain. Now I'm just a silhouette dissolving in the rain. It's a cinematic hollow, a bitter kind of glow. I'm a broken shadow with nowhere left to go. If I turn off the lights, do I disappear too? If there's no more sun, am I finally through? I don't wanna be an echo, I don't wanna be a trace. I'm tired of being a shape that you can't even replace. I'm fading, I'm breaking. Broken shadow, lost in the gray. Where did you go? Where am I? Just a dark mark on the floor, just a ghost behind the door, fading out into the black, broken shadow. I'm standing in the hallway where the air is turning stone, listening to the frequency of being all alone. My arms still feel the pressure like a ghost against my chest, a phantom weight that's heavy, never letting me to rest. You didn't say a word, you just pulled me in so tight. I didn't know you were preparing for a permanent flight. I breathe in the cotton in the winter on your skin, not knowing that the ending was about to begin. The clock on the mantle is a hammer to the heart. Every second is a distance tearing us apart. I'm still holding my breath, I'm still closing my eyes, trying to stay in the moment before the sun starts to rise. Now I'm frozen in the memory of our last embrace, trying to remember every line upon your face. It was a quiet kind of mercy, a beautiful goodbye that I love you that you whispered as the light began to die. Now the world is getting colder and the room is getting wide, and I'm looking for the shelter that I used to find inside. It's a cinematic hollow, a slow motion grace, just the shivering remains of our last embrace. The soft returning textures of the city start to bleed through the curtains ends of a life that has everything it needs, except for the warmth, except for the spark, except for the way you used to hold me in the dark. I see the indentation on the pillow where you lay, a physical reminder of the things you couldn't say. I'm wrapping my own arms around my shivering frame, waiting for the echoes. Stop calling out your name. Now I'm frozen in the memory of our last embrace, trying to remember every line upon your face. It was a quiet kind of mercy, a beautiful goodbye that I love you that you whispered as the light began to die. Now the world is getting colder and the room is getting wide, and I'm looking for the shelter that I used to find inside. It's a cinematic hollow, a slow motion grace, just the shivering remains of our last embrace. Don't let go, I'm still leaning into the shadow. Don't let go, I'm still caught in the hello. If I move, the feeling vanishes. If I breathe, the memory vanishes. So I'll stay right here until I disappear. Last embrace, don't move, stay, feel your heartbeat. Don't move, stay here, just a ghost of a touch. Why does nothing hurt this much? Still holding on, even though you're gone. Our last embrace. The mercury is dropping in the hallway of my heart. I'm watching all the feelings start to drift and pull apart. I used to be a bonfire, I used to be a flame. Now I don't even shiver when I hear them speak your name. I'm sitting by the window where the glass is turning white, tracing patterns in the frost to get me through the night. You took the summer with you when you walked out of the door. Now the sun is just a spotlight on a cold and empty floor. My breath is like a ghost in the middle of the room, a quiet invitation to a winter-coated gloom. pictures of the city sound so far, like a signal being sent from a dead and distant star. I see your face in dreams, but it's blurred and out of reach, like a lesson that the loneliness is trying hard to teach. I used to fear the silence, I used to fear the dark, but now I'm just a shadow with no hunger for a spark. I'm wrapping up in blankets, but the chill is in the bone. It's the coldest kind of weather when you're standing all alone. I'm drifting in a cold emotion, I'm in crystalline, trying to remember when your hand was held in mine. It's a cinematic winter, a blue and hollow state, where the love we used to carry is a heavy frozen weight. No more tears are falling, they've turned into ice. I'm paying for the yes we had with the bitter lonely price. There's no fire in the friction, no motion in the sea, just this cold emotion taking over me. Is it better to be numb than to feel the how we've become? I've turned the volume down until the music is a hum. Freeze the frame, freeze the pain until there's nothing left to gain. Cold emotion, everything is turning blue. Don't wake the fire, stay in the ice. Just a heart in the deep freeze, just a soul on its knees. Cold, so cold emotion. The city's humming softly through the cracks in the glass. I'm watching all the headlights and the lonely shadows pass. The kettle's whistling low, a lonely kind of song. It's funny how the minutes feel 1,000 hours long. I'm checking on my phone just to see the glowing blue, deleting all the drafts that I wanted to send to you. The tea is getting bitter and the steam is turning cold in this quiet little story that we never got to fold. The walls are closing in, but the room feels way too wide. Nowhere left for a broken heart to run and hide. I'm talking to the silence like it's someone I can keep, while the rest of the world is falling to sleep. It's these nights alone that hit the hardest in the dark, searching for the fire, but I can't find a spark. Just me and the echoes of the things we used to be, drowning in the middle of a cinematic sea. I'm counting every heartbeat, I'm counting every sigh, watching the forever fade out of the sky. It's a long way to morning, and I'm chilled to the bone, surviving all these heavy hollow nights alone. I walk past your side of the bed just to feel the ghost of the version of myself that I think I miss the most. The solid edge, all the textures of the static on the screen, the only kind of company in the spaces in between. I remember how you murmur when you drifted off to dream. Now the silence in this house is loud enough to scream. I'm wearing your old sweater just to hold a piece of home, but it's a temporary shelter when you're standing this alone. It's these nights alone that hit the hardest in the dark, searching for the fire, but I can't find a spark. Just me and the echoes of the things we used to be, drowning in the middle of a cinematic sea. I'm counting every heartbeat, I'm counting every sigh, watching it forever fade out of the sky. It's a long way to morning, and I'm chilled to the bone. memory of us is nothing but a blur, please. Just let the sun come up. Nights alone, just me and the moon. Too quiet, too dark, I'm still waiting for the dawn. But you're already gone. Nights alone. The refrigerator's humming a low and lonely G. It's the only voice that's left to keep some company. I'm staring at the dust motes dancing in the kitchen light, while the world outside is tucked away, hidden out of sight. I found a strand of your hair on the collar of my coat. Now it feels like a desert is drying on my throat. I'm scrolling through the archives, 2024, back when your boots were always sitting by the door. The shadows on the ceiling look like hands I used to hold, and the tea inside my mug is turning bitter, turning cold. I'm reaching for my phone just to feel the screen's heat, listen to the rhythm of my own heart's beat. It gets so lonely late at night, when the city goes to sleep, and the secrets that I hide are the ones I have to keep. The silence is a predator, it's stalking through the room, while I'm trying to survive this cinematic gloom. Every almost and could have been is knocking at my brain. I'm a neon sign flicker in the middle of the rain. No one's here to catch me, no one's here to hold the light. God, it's so lonely late at night. It's so lonely late at night. The soft little time texture of a lo-fi radio station is providing the soundtrack for my mental isolation. I remember how you'd breathe when you were dreaming next to me. Now I'm drowning in the middle of a silent gallery. I put on your record just to hear the needle scratch, like a heart that's searching for a flame it cannot catch. I'm checking all the locks, but the ghost is already tracing the forever that was written on my skin. It gets so lonely late at night, when the city goes to sleep, and the secrets that I hide are the ones I have to keep. The silence is a predator, it's stalking through the room, while I'm trying to survive this cinematic gloom. Every almost and could have been is knocking at my brain. I'm a neon sign flicker in the middle of the rain. No one's here to catch me, no one's here to hold the light. God, it's so lonely late at night. It's so lonely late at night. 3 a.m. is the loneliest hour. The sweetness in the memory is starting to turn sour. I'm talking to the walls, I'm talking to the ghost of the version of myself that I think I miss the most. Are you awake too? Are you looking at the moon? Or have you moved on too soon? Lonely late at night, just the static in me. Where are you? I'm still here. The sun is a lifetime away, the dark is here to stay. Lonely, late at night. I'm sitting at the desk where you wrote me those lines, tracing the ink and the loops and the signs. It's funny how words can feel solid as stone, then leave you shivering and feeling alone. You folded me up like a secret you keep, and left me on the nightstand while you were asleep. Now I'm thin as a ghost and I'm translucent too. I'm just a page that was written by you. The wind is coming through the crack in the door. I'm shivering, shaking, I can't take anymore. One little gust and I'm swept off the edge. A desperate prayer on a window ledge. Because I've got a paper heart, and it's tearing at the seams, weighted down by the ink of these heavy, hollow dreams. One touch from you and I'd wrinkle and fold. I'm not made of iron, I'm not made of gold. You handled me roughly, you creased every part. Now I'm just the remains of a paper heart. Yeah, I'm easy to rip, and I'm easy to burn. When will I ever learn? The rain is starting to tap on the glass. I'm terrified of the shadow that passed. Water is a poison to a spirit this thin. I can feel the blur and the smudge starting in. I used to be a story, I used to be a song, before you decided that I didn't belong. Now I'm just a scrap, I'm just a stray thought, tied in the tangles of the lessons you taught. Because I've got a paper heart, and it's tearing at the seams, weighted down by the ink of these heavy, hollow dreams. One touch from you and I'd wrinkle and fold. I'm not made of iron, I'm not made of gold. You handled me roughly, you creased every part. Now I'm just the remains of a paper heart. Yeah, I'm easy to rip, and I'm easy to burn. When will I ever learn? You could have written a masterpiece, you could have drawn us a map to the piece, but you used me for practice, you used me for notes, then cast me away like the drift of the boats. I'm fragile, can't you see I'm fragile? Paper heart, folded in two, fragile, handle with care. I'm just a blank page now, waiting for the wind to take me. Paper heart. The streetlights are flickering out one by one, like they're tired of waiting for the rise of the sun. The blue in the sky is a bruised kind of gray. I'm still in the clothes that I wore yesterday. I watch the moon sink behind the apartment block, counting the seconds on a digital clock. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest. I'm the only soul waking while the world is at rest. The birds start to whisper, it's a cruel kind of sound when your whole entire universe is hitting the ground. The coffee is bitter, the kitchen is cold, and I'm holding on to stories that'll never be told. And I'm alone at dawn, watching the light bleed through the curtains and then the long night. But the morning don't heal, no, it just makes it clear that the bed is still empty and you aren't here. It's the loneliest hour, the palest of blue, the moment I realize I've lived shadow is gone. I'm just a ghost, alone at dawn. Alone at dawn. I can hear the first engine start up down the street. The city is moving on, steady, rhythmic feet. How does the world just keep spinning around when I'm still here screaming without making a sound? I keep checking my phone for thinking of you, but the screen stays as dark as the feelings I'm through. The sunrise is pink, but it feels like a lie, just a pretty distraction for a tear-heavy eye. And I'm alone at dawn, watching the light bleed through the curtains and end the long night. But the morning don't heal, no, it just makes it clear that the bed is still empty and you aren't here. It's the loneliest hour, the palest of blue. The moment I realize I've lived a day without you. Yeah, the sun's coming up, but my shadow is gone. I'm just a ghost, alone at dawn. Alone at dawn. They say the night is the hardest part, but they don't know the break of a morning heart. When the dreams slip away and the truth starts to settle, like the frost on the glass, like the wilting of a petal. I survive the dark just to face the day, wishing the cold would just wash me away. Alone at dawn. The shadows are stretching, the world is waking up, but I'm still drifting. Just another morning without you, without me. Alone. I'm walking soft across the hardwood floor, afraid to find another piece of us behind the door. You left the air so thin I can't even breathe. Now I'm wearing your betrayal on my empty sleeve. I saw our picture in a frame on the shelf. I don't recognize the girl, I don't know myself. One little look in the glass started a spider web, watching the tide of our love hit a permanent ebb. Don't turn on the lights, I'm not ready to see the jagged edges of what's left of me. Every sharp corner is a word you let slip, and I'm losing my balance, I'm losing my grip. Now I'm standing in the middle of a shattered heart, trying to figure out which piece was the start of the crack, of the break, of the falling apart. It's a messy kind of ending, it's a tragic kind of art. I'm picking up the shards until my fingers bleed, giving you the distance that you said you need. But I'm cut so deep, and the room is so dark, left with nothing but the remains of a shattered heart. There's a resonance here, like a ringing in my ears, the frequency of all these wasted hollow years. I try to glue the memories back into place, but I can't find the parts that make up your face. The softer ruts riding home of the city outside is mocking the feelings I'm trying to hide. You move so fast, till my fingers bleed, giving you the distance that you said you need. But I'm cut so deep, and the room is so dark, left with nothing but the remains of a shattered heart. They say that broken is just a chance to rebuild, but my cup isn't empty, it's just never been filled with it. Anything stronger than promises made of sand. I'm holding the ruins in the palm of my hand. One slip and it's gone. One breath and I'm undone. Shattered. Careful where you step, babe. There are pieces of me everywhere, glittering in the dark. Just a shattered heart. Just a shattered heart. I still smell your tobacco on the collar of my coat. I still find your half-finished sentences in every note. The hallway feels longer than it did a week ago, like the house is expanding while I'm moving slow. I caught a glimpse of a shadow by the kitchen door, but it's just the way the moonlight hits the floor. I'm talking to the walls like they're gonna talk back, searching for the colors in a world turned black. The temperature drops and I say your name. Nothing is moving, but nothing's the same. I'm shivering under the weight of the air, looking for someone who isn't even there. Now I'm living with the ghost of love, a ceiling made of clouds with no stars above. You're the cold spot in the bed, you're the ringing in my ears, the phantom of the happy girl I haven't been in years. I reach out to touch you, but my hand goes through. I'm haunted by the versions of the things we didn't do. Yeah, the heart stops beating, the spirit won't move. I'm just a hollow shell for the ghost of love. The radio is static, but I swear I hear your song fading in and out, telling me I don't belong in this quiet little museum of used to be, where every single mirror shows a stranger's face to me. Did you take your soul when you walked out the gate, or did you leave a piece behind to seal my lonely fate? Because I feel you in the static, I feel you in the rain, a beautiful haunting, a familiar kind of pain. Now I'm living with the ghost of love, a ceiling made of clouds with no stars above. You're the cold spot in the bed, you're the ringing in my ears, the phantom of the happy girl I haven't been in years. I reach out to touch you, but my hand goes through. I'm haunted fall for the ghost of me. Are you watching me cry? Are you the draft in the room? Are you the reason the flowers won't bloom? I don't want an exorcism, I don't wanna be free. I'd rather have your ghost than have nothing of we. Don't leave me yet, don't fade to white. Ghost of love, I can feel you breathing. Are you still there? Just a flicker in the hallway, just a memory on repeat. Stay with me, even if you aren't real. Ghost of love, ghost, love, love. I'm sitting on the edge of a bed made for two, writing letters to the ceiling that I'll never send to you. The wine is getting warm and the candle's burning low. There are secrets in this room that I've been too afraid to show. I've practiced my own fine face in the hallway glass, watching every car outside, praying it's yours when they pass. But the headlights never turn and the engine never stops, and my pride is finally breaking like a million crystal drops. I'm tired of the strong girl act I play. I'm tired of the words I'm too proud to say. So I whisper to the shadows, let the darkness take the hit, before I lose my mind and just surrender to it. Here's my lonely confession, written in the dark. I'm still looking for the fire in a dead and frozen spark. I'm not moving on, I'm just moving through the days, lost inside the static of a nostalgic haze. I miss the way you breathe when you were falling fast asleep, and I'm drowning in the promises I knew you couldn't keep. It's a heavy kind of truth, a quiet obsession. God, I'm still in love with you. That's my lonely confession. I went to that cafe where we had our first fight. I sat in the corner, hiding out of sight. I ordered for us both, then I let the coffee steam, trying to wake myself up from this gray and hollow dream. Is it pathetic to be tethered to a ghost, to be the one who stays when you needed me the least? But I needed you the most. The electronic pulse in my headphones is my only friend, looping all the melodies that I wish would never end. Here's my lonely confession, written in the dark. I'm still looking for the fire in a dead and frozen spark. I'm not moving on, I'm just moving through the days, lost inside the static of a nostalgic haze. I miss the way you breathe when you were falling fast asleep, and I'm drowning in the promises I knew you couldn't keep. It's a heavy kind of truth, a quiet obsession. God, I'm still in love with you. That's my lonely confession. I still check your location. I confess, you're my only destination. I'm a mess, a beautiful disaster in the rain, trying to find the beauty in the center of the pain. Do you even remember my name? coffee still sitting where you left it on the wood. A half-written sentence I never understood. You walked out to get the mail, or maybe just some air, but the silence you left is a weight I have to bear. There was no slamming door, no cinematic, we're through, just a gap in the atmosphere that used to be you. I'm checking the porch light, I'm checking the street, but the pavement is empty and the air is bittersweet. The solid's running home of the clock on the shelf is telling me stories I can't tell myself. That you aren't just late and you didn't lose your way, you just ran out of words that you wanted to say. And it's an unsaid goodbye, a ghost in the room, a slow burning candle in the middle of the gloom. It's a cinematic tragedy of vulnerable lake, waiting for a promise that you didn't even break. I'm a nostalgic wreck in a soft synth haze, lost in the static of our 2025 days. Yeah, the hardest part of the love that we had is the goodbye I never even knew that I was glad to have. I look at our messages, the blue turns to gray, a digital graveyard of a long lost yesterday. You didn't leave a note, you didn't leave a sign, you just stepped across a very thin invisible line. I'm a vintage heart in a high-speed world, watching the map of our future get furled. I'm repeating the how and I'm dwelling on the why, trapped in the middle of an unsaid goodbye. Did you decide in the kitchen? Did you know at the door that you couldn't be the person I was waiting for anymore? Give me a scream, give me a fight. Anything's better than this hollowed out light. Say something, just say anything. And it's an unsaid goodbye, a ghost in the room, a slow burning candle in the middle of the gloom. It's a cinematic tragedy of vulnerable lake, waiting for a promise that you didn't even break. I'm a nostalgic wreck in a soft synth haze, lost in the static of our 2025 days. Yeah, the hardest part of the love that we had is the goodbye I never even knew that I was glad to have. I checked the ledger in my head, the debts that we accrued. I was the one who built the fire and gathered all the food. I was the anchor in the current when your waves were crashing high. I was the silver in the lining of your heavy stormy sky. I listened to your stories till I knew them all by heart, but you never learned the chapters where I'm falling all apart. I poured my spirit in a vessel that was leaking at the base, watching every drop of me disappear without a trace. The Soviets running home of the city feels so cold when you're left with empty pockets after giving in all your gold. That was a 2025 resolution you decided not to keep, while I'm still sowing harvest that you're never gonna reap. Because I gave more than I ever should've let myself lose. I was the one with the heartbeat, you were the one with the blues. It's a cinematic tragedy, a slow motion descent, wondering where it's got a hollow sound, a finish kind of vague, like a record that's been scratched until it's finally gonna break. I see the ghost of my devotion in the dust upon the sill. I'm the one who's paying for a love that's sitting on the bill. I changed my hair, I changed my tone, I even changed my dreams, trying to be the glue that held together all your seams. But you were looking for a savior, not a partner, not a soul. And I broke myself in pieces trying to make you feel like home. Was I too generous? Was I too kind? Or was I just a girl who was beautifully blind? I'm a well that's run dry, I'm a battery drained, looking at the garden where only the weeds have remained. I gave everything, because I gave more than I ever should've let myself lose. I was the one with the heartbeat, you were the one with the blues. It's a cinematic tragedy in slow motion, decent, wondering where the best of my life and my energy went. I'm a vulnerable echo in nostalgic blue haze, spent 1,000 forevers trapped inside of your maze. Yeah, you took what you wanted and you left through the door, but I'm standing in the wreckage knowing I gave more. The Polaroids are curling at the edges on the wall, a little less color every time I walk the hall. Your voice in my head is losing its distinct vibration, like a radio signal drifting from its home station. I try to recall the specific way you'd say my name, but the pixels are blurring, nothing stays the same. In this 2025 winter, the air is thin and cold, and I'm losing my grip on the stories we told. The soft electronic hum of the fridge in the dark is louder than the memory of our very last spark. I'm fighting the static, I'm fighting the gray, but I can feel the earth slowly slipping away. And we're fading, fading like a cinematic sun into the shadow of everything we should have done. It's a slow motion blur, a vulnerable hum, watching the forever finally go. Nostalgic ghost in a soft and haze, lost in the fog of our better days. Yeah, it's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a desolate view, watching the me disappear from the you. I walked past the theater where we saw that indie film, but I couldn't remember the actors or the round, just a vague sense of warmth that's been replaced by the rain, a cinematic echo of a long distance pain. I'm checking the threads of our digital past, but even the data wasn't built to last. I'm a vintage heart in a high-speed world, watching the banner of our love get unfurled and then furled. Don't go, stay a little clearer, don't let the mirror get any bleaker. I'm terrified of the day I wake up and can't find your ghost in the steam of my cup. Stay in focus, stay with me. And we're fading, fading like a is still staining the rug by the chair. From the night we stopped breathing the same kind of air. You're still in the house, you're still in my bed. When I'm talking, the shadows and ghosts in my head. We're going through motions, we're playing the part, but there's a cold digital winter inside of your heart. I reach for your hand in the 2020 process, but I'm touching a person who's already lost. The solid lights out and hum of the city tonight is the only thing keeping me focused on light. 'Cause your eyes are like windows and nobody home, and I've never felt more strikingly alone. It's a cinematic tragedy, slow motion fall to realize that love was the first through the wall before you packed up or you walked out the door. Love wasn't living in here anymore. It's a vulnerable, like a nostalgic sting, watching the death of a beautiful thing. Yeah, you're still standing there, but the fire is thirst. We didn't leave together, love left us first. I'm tracing the memories like lines on a map, trying to find where we fell through the gap. Was it a Tuesday, a glance or a sigh? The moment the hello became a goodbye. We're two different frequencies out of the line, searching for signals and missing the signs. I'm a vintage soul in a high-def scene, just a flicker of static on a cold, glowing screen. How do you know what is still in the room? How do you breathe in this beautiful gloom? The ghost of our passion is haunting the hall, while we're just two shadows against the same wall. It's gone, it's already gone. It's a cinematic tragedy, slow motion fall to realize that love was the first through the wall before you packed up or you walked out the door. Love wasn't living here anymore. It's a vulnerable, like a nostalgic sting, watching the death of a beautiful thing. Yeah, you're still standing there, but the fire is thirst. We didn't leave together, love left us first. I checked the height marks on the pantry door, but I'm not measuring my inches anymore. I'm measuring the distance in the way I wake up, and the bitter strength of coffee in a single cup. I used to think that we were tangled at the root, two different branches sharing the same fruit. But the garden's gone quiet in this 2025 chill, and I'm learning how to bloom against my own will. So a giant pulse of the world outside is a rhythm that I finally don't have to hide. I'm shedding the skin that was built for your touch, realizing I was holding on to nothing too much. And it's a cinematic heartbreak, a slow motion change, finding the beauty in the lonely and strange. I'm going alone in a nostalgic haze, counting the lessons in my lost and found days. It's a vulnerable walk through a soft synth glow, learning the things that I didn't wanna know. Yeah, the us had to die for the me to be known. It's a quiet kind of power, growing alone. Growing bed, cleaning out the echoes of the things that you said. I bought some new plants for the sill in the hall, watching them reach for the light through it all. I'm a vintage soul in a digital age, finally brave enough to turn the last page. I'm not waiting for a call or a ghost in the dark. I'm just tending to the fire, protecting the spark. The soil is heavy, the winter is long, but I'm finding out that lonely is a different kind of strong. I'm stretching my shadows, I'm finding my height without you standing there to block out the light. I'm rising, I'm rising, I'm rising. And it's a cinematic heartbreak, a slow motion change, finding the beauty in the lonely and strange. I'm growing alone in a nostalgic haze, counting the lessons in my lost and found days. It's a vulnerable walk through a soft sand glow, learning the things that I didn't wanna know. Yeah, the us had to die for the me to be known. It's a quiet kind of power, growing